Welcome, welcome, welcome. So thank you again for being here. It is summer, so I got my tank top on, enjoying that summer vibe. So I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and for anyone who is new, my name is Jermaine Ricketts and I do release videos every 2 weeks. There kinda was a little lapse, but that's because I was doing some traveling for those who follow me on social media. But I finally got an opportunity to set up and I'm ready to make my videos consistently again. So I want to thank you again for joining me here. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my natural version of what a male makeup look would look like. So it's kind of like you want it to be perfect skin, but persons should still question, are you wearing makeup? Are you not wearing makeup? Of course, this is a very subtle version. My day-to-day version is a bit more intense than this, but I really wanted to appeal to a more natural look, very minimal, very simple. So if you want to see how to achieve this natural look, and as well, even though it's for males mostly, because it's so simple, females, of course, you have those ladies who are very much into the natural look. So while you go ahead and watch the rest of this video, I will be linking other videos that I do have up currently, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So it's gonna be on the left side of your video page, it's gonna be in red. I'm going to include it in the video as well, but go ahead, subscribe, you can like, you can share, you can also follow me on all my social media platforms, and thank you again for watching. So let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so thank you so much for staying with me. So my skin is bare and fresh, there's no product at all, just me and my flaws here. So the first thing that we want to do is to prime and moisturize. So for that, I usually use two products that I find give a very nice finish. It helps the foundation to adhere to the skin, and as well it does give a nice glowing look to your complexion. So those two products will be the Master Prime Face Studio by Maybelline, and this is the Blur and Illuminate version. They do have some different ones, but this is the one that I'm currently liking. I also mix that in with the Master Strobing Liquid, and that is in deep gold. So this is what will give you a very nice glowing look to your skin. So I just do just a teeny bit of each, and I use that to prime and moisturize my skin. So I just put it on my hand like so, and I take it and I rub it into all of my skin. So I go on the nose, a few spots on the face, and of course the neck, because foundation will go on your neck and your ears as well. Alright, so skin is feeling nice and supple. So the next thing that I usually do is to add some concealer. So we're gonna add concealer after foundation, but especially for the acne scars or dark spots that I have a significant one here on the cheek and one up here that I really like to hide. And of course, as you can see, the crevices beneath my eyes. So it is hereditary. No matter how much I sleep, I just have really dark circles. So what I tend to do to kind of help it out is to put concealer, then foundation, then a bit more concealer after. So today I'm not going to be covering them up completely, because again, you want your skin to look as natural as possible. And if you fully cover your flaws, of course you would have to use enough product where it will not be looking natural. So I just want them to be covered enough where they're not this crazy, but you still want those little imperfections to shine through, because it will add to the naturalness of the look. So the concealer that I'm gonna be using is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I use the color Cafe. So this is what it looks like. It's a very nice, simple concealer. It's very smooth, very hydrating. So I'm gonna be looking away from the camera, but don't worry about that. I just need to look in my mirror here. So I'm gonna be adding it to the areas where I have the most need to cover up. So any scarring, any major dark spots, that's where you want to add your concealer. And again, I'm not going to be using that much because I don't want to look full coverage. I still just want a medium or natural finish. So now that we're looking a bit crazy with all these concealer marks, I am going to take a beauty sponge, and the one that I'm going to be using today is the Real Technique sponge. I really love this sponge. It is soft, it is smooth, the edges allow you to get into those crevices, and the flat surface is really good for doing the major part of your face. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. Alright, so the concealer is now blended. So what we want to do next is to add foundation. So what I'll say about foundation is that you can use powder, you can use cream, you can use liquid, but for this look what you want to do is to not get to what I would say is a full coverage. You want a medium to natural finish. So what you want to use is that if you have a full coverage foundation, use less. If you have a medium or if you have a light coverage, you want to use those type of foundation because you still want your skin to be able to breathe, you want it to come through, and you want it to look as natural as possible. So for foundation today, I will be using the LA Girl HD Pro Coverage Foundation. I am going to be using two shades. I'm going to be using bronze as well as toast because I could not find my perfect match, so I will be mixing both of these, and this will give me the color and coverage that I want. When I'm using this, I actually use less than one pump of each, so I literally do like the smallest dot of one and the smallest dot of the other, mix it around, and then apply it all over the ears, the face, as well as the neck. So using less product will give you a more natural finish, so you definitely want to use that. And this foundation, even though it's illuminating and I have oily skin, it actually does sit on the skin very well, and it does last pretty long throughout the day. So you should definitely give these a try. They're very affordable, and trust me, they're some of the best drugstore foundations out there. So definitely give them a try. I will have links to the products in the description box below. So let me go ahead and apply. So now what we want to do is that we want to go ahead and set our face in with powders. So I use two different powders, and what I'm going to use is the Sasha Buttercup powder. I'm going to be using this for under eyes, and for all over face I'm going to be using the CoverGirl translucent powder in medium, and this is to set the entire face. The powders help the foundation to stick to the skin, and it helps, especially if you have oily skin, for you to not sweat as much throughout the day. So personally, for me, on a easy quick day like this, I do not fill in my eyebrows. I simply apply some eyebrow gel. I will be using the e.l.f. Clear Eyebrow Gel. That's the one that I'm going to be using today. And I do also use it on my eyelashes. So I'm going to just go ahead and apply that. But if you want and you feel the need, you can definitely go ahead and fill in your brows. But I tend to save that for more intense days. Don't mind my crazy face. I don't think you can make a decent face and put on clear mascara. So I do like to add a bit of a darker shade into the cheeks, up on the temples, bring it around. You can go ahead and add a bit of highlight, you can go ahead and add blush, but again I want to keep it as simple as possible. But I am going to add just a teeny bit of highlight to the cheeks, just so that we're not looking too matte. So I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Crown of My Canopy. This is one of my new favorite highlighters. It's so pigmented, it just looks really good on the skin. So I am going to go ahead and apply just the tiniest bit. And it does have a peachish color, so that kind of adds as a little blush as well. So I mean, I added the tiniest bit and already you can see from the camera, I hope, the added glow. For lips, you want to definitely go ahead and keep it simple. You can go ahead and add any lipstick or any lip tint that you want, but for us guys, I mean, a chapstick really does it. Just use your favorite, because you don't want to have dry lips, and just rub that on and the look is complete. So the final thing that you want to do, which is my favorite part, is to go ahead and add a setting spray. So the one I'm going to be using today is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. There you have it. It's just going to help your foundation to stay all day, well, as long as you want to have it being worn. Won't be waterproof, but it will definitely hold up through many other aspects of your day. And I also made a video of how to create your own setting spray, so you can check that out in the description box below. So one of the major benefits that I find with setting spray in giving you a natural look is because it is moist and the water, it does help the powders to just sink and melt into the skin, and this in and of itself does give a more natural finish. So you won't be looking cakey, you won't be looking powdery. So definitely don't skip on the setting spray, because it will help to enhance and give you that more natural look. So I'm talking too much, let me just add some setting spray. Alright, thank you so much for getting through this entire video and tutorial with me. I hope there were tips that you could take away. I hope that it did help you to achieve your desired natural look that you want to have. And I will have more videos coming up with more intense and adventurous looks for all you crazy folks out there. Alright, so thanks again for watching. I do hope you subscribe and have a great summer. And try to keep cool, guys. So thanks again for watching. Bye until the next time.